Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun.
Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo.
Alright, let's hit it indeed. Into the Maractus Clinic, where stuff happens. June 16th, Maractus Clinic. Reception.
Kind of at an at home sort of place, isn't it?
This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it.
Yes, the victim was...
The police guy out front wasn't so sure.
Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day.
There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo.
Alright, couple things that may want to be brought to your attention. I think the first of which, we already have a piece of evidence for. That would be this.
The soup bowls? Jesus Christ.
Look at all these bowls.
They're from Eldoon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty.
Then I think we figured something out.
I think we have.
Mr. Eldoon must do takeout!
Well, true, but not exactly what I was thinking.
All the bowls have been washed clean.
I think we found our first clue, Trucy.
He does takeout. He is takeout.
Yeah, what kind of food stand doesn't do takeout?
Next, let's take a look at this.
There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait,
Oh, whoops.
Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients.
or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus.
That narrows it down none. You'd think they'd use this house entrance instead of this clinic entrance in that case. And if this patient or visitor isn't still here...
Why'd they leave without their shoes?
Better take a closer look at these, just in case.
Sandals added to the court record. I'd call them heels, honestly.
Oh,
No,
I
whatever.
get it.
I call
They're
it thievery either way.
I bet his fiancée was in his shoes and he was in the slippers.
These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic.
Same as the pair we found, of course.
Look, a single pair of missing from the rack here too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder.
Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. What were there a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? What were they doing at the scene of the hit and run?
Je ne connais pas.
As it turns out, the missing pair of slippers was just getting a bit ragged. Everybody uses the same hospital slippers.
That may just work, but we're looking at this door first.
Look, this door says doctor's office.
You think this is the victim's private
Oh,
office?
Jesus Christ, yes.
It's not locked. Too bad.
Why too bad?
I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks. Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around.
That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about.
Speaking of which, there's this place and...
Thump.
That was a clap, not
Apollo! That sound! It came from behind this door!
The door that's not locked?
Someone's in there. Let's check it out. Trucy, you got your shotgun, right? A break-in. They left through that window.
Oh god, shit is totally happening.
Wait, Apollo! You're too late to catch them now.
Must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. After all, we are lawyers and not police officers.
Let's check them out. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance.
You're right. She's better at this than I am.
Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now.
Ruined office. Oh my god, what is that?
What are those, babies in jars? Whoa, what are those?
Tubes.
The wall is covered with beakers.
Tubes!
Eek! Something's moving inside that one.
Your
Oh my
EV
god, it's a
involved
series
in
of tubes.
You look, Apollo.
Hey, look yourself. You can't,
Tubes.
Oh. It's a goldfish.
Your Eevee evolved into Tubezion.
Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds.
Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor.
Alright. Well, this looks odd.
Got the lamp.
Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it?
Who's a doctor?
Hey, the bulb's broken.
Broken? Don't you mean burned out?
No, our cat burglar must have dropped it.
But why is it standing up on the floor like that?
What's a lamp?
Hey, look at the cord.
Huh? There's a red splotch on part of the cord. You think that's blood?
Well, I think that one's hot, and then the black is...
It's a little bright for blood. Almost pinkish.
Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure.
It's the same color on the top as on the bottom.
Lamp added to the court record. Don't tell me that's not important. Anyways.
Snake! It's a snake.
Oops.
What a cute little safe.
Looks like a 4-digit lock.
Oh, God.
2 digits.
Huh? Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7, 9. Wait, do you think...
That burglar just now was trying to open it?
No, I think he was just curious.
I wonder what's inside this safe.
Maybe he did, too.
Is there any way we can figure out the last 2
Try
numbers?
really, really hard.
Well, we've got 99 chances. Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9.
Maybe there's something in the court record. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers.
I wonder. Well, I have an idea.
I knew it, Apollo. What is it?
Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are. The fingerprint kit.
As no one ever touches the other buttons.
Why don't you just coat your keypads in Vaseline?
Well, they're the same ones. You shouldn't mess up.
When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them. With your finger, right?
I hope
No, not necessarily.
It would leave a print.
Anything would leave a print.
When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with the fingerprints...
We'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo.
I think we all remember how to do this.
What if he changes his code every month?
Or if he just presses the number 9 all the time.
Well, the code's not 11111.
What if it's like
so
1191? Then we wouldn't know. Early.
Anybody want to do the honors? Or else I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah, he has to blow.
Harder!
Blow harder.
You can do it!
That's about to stop for nothing! Yeah!
Look! You can see the oily finger residues clearly.
There'll be several more of those, just so you know.
7, 9.
Look, it's 7 and 9.
These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves.
Oh, crap.
Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open this safe. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, make sure you put it in this order. I gotta check the page for a second here. Alright. 7952. Is this right?
795.
Yes, it's right!
Yay!
There's a cat
Kitty cat.
It opened.
The Maltese cat.
Unfortunately, we can't examine said cat. It'd probably be something hilarious if we did, but no. No. We can't.
The paper!
This looks like a medical chart. There's an X-ray in here with it.
Just one X-ray, not the rest of the spectrum?
X-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in
Well, you can see
medicalese.
through an X-ray, so there's no heads in it.
But the names are easy enough to read. Look by patient. It says Walkie-Kentucky.
Well, that's frighteningly convenient.
So this is Walkie, our client's chart, huh?
Why would this one chart be here in the safe? Let's see. The physician's signature says Pal Maractus.
What a pal.
Uh,
What is it, Apollo?
look here where it says who filed the chart.